howdy. I'm Will Howard. I'm one of the Heritage Society's volunteers and tour guides, and we're here at Bagby and Lamar, and I just wanted to show you that right behind me there's a small building compared to everything else, with that white building over there. It's the Federal Land Bank building, built in the 1920s when land was still important instead of stocks and bonds. And so agricultural land needed to be genuinely encouraged, and so that was built here by the Federals. If you look at the top, the fenestration at the top, it's very, very fancy and ornate. It's called Spanish plateresque. In Spanish, platter would generally mean silver. Well, back when the great silver mines were being discovered in the Americas by the Spanish, and it was all going back across the ocean, I mean, everybody was really enjoying their silver. It was everywhere. So the people who worked with metal, silversmiths, became very ornate and beautiful, Baroque almost, you might say. And so they began, so that style of a very ornate pattern came to be called plateresque. And if you look at the top of that building, you can see all sorts of little details. It's that you would not normally see just because it's the edge of the building. Its construction in the 20s was one of the indicators that, in fact, the city's civic center was, in fact, going to move from Market Square to this general location, because the Federals are willing to spend their money in what they anticipated to be a future hub of power here in the city. And there were other buildings that had the other movements for the same reason. You had the old Idison building, which also is plateresque. And of course you had eventually City Hall being built in 1939, which is what you would call a stripped classical building of several different artistic styles. And then you have all the